Well, I was proud of our football team. I thought we came ready to play. Been a long time since we played a game, so our guys played hard. And as you saw out there, I thought our defense was solid. Didn't give up many big plays to the very end when we had a couple backups in there, unfortunately. But really played physical football and did a really good job. Special teams has been giving us a great edge, and that's a huge plus. So from the field goals that we were consistent with that got us points when we weren't able to score in the red zone, to the return yardage we got on punts and kickoffs with Caullin and the team blocking well. That's a huge plus, and that was a huge difference maker for us. And on offense, we made some plays, but once again, some penalties and things drove us back, and we got to clean those up. And it's never going to be perfect, but we got to find a way to be a little bit cleaner and a little bit sharper so that we can score points consistently and find a way to create some big plays.
Jeff, where do you feel like Miller is right now? It just seemed like he was able to do a little more today than maybe in some of the previous games, a little more accurate. Just how would you assess his performance right now?
Well, we were a little down at the running back position, so we wanted to use the passing game, the controlled passing game, get him some completions. Caullin was the healthiest guy we had on our team at receiver, so we wanted to make sure we got him involved. You saw Dakari step in and do a good job, and Trayshawn Hurry will be a good receiver for us. Chris was a little nicked up. He played through it, so we appreciate that. But, Miller has to play well for us to win games, and we got to make sure to get him completions and find ways to get the ball out of his hand quickly so he doesn't take a whole lot of hits. But, he works hard, and I think he understands our system, and we're hopeful that he continues to improve.
Coach, as far as Collins, seemed like this was definitely the most work he'd gotten so far this year in terms of in the offense. 9 catches, 110 yards. What is that? Was that something that was a point of emphasis this week or during the bye week?
Well, it was. We do want to make sure he's heavily involved in the offense and the return game. Like I said, we were a little short in some other areas that we didn't publicize, but that definitely made his role increase. But he is someone that we need to get touches, whether he's in the slot, on the outside, or in the backfield, and the return game, all four spots, we need to utilize him because he's strong. He runs well with the ball. He's a competitor. He's tough, and he is someone that has to hopefully contribute like this every game for us to win. Well, I don't feel that way yet. So if you do, I guess that's a plus. You know what? We've worked hard on a lot of things. One is improving the defense and improving not giving up big plays. And through 3 games, we've done a good job. Now, the schedule will get way more difficult as we proceed forward, so we'll see where that goes. But we're off to a good start. Special teams in the return game has been solid, so that's been great to see. I think we're capable in offense of doing really good things. We need all of our weapons healthy. We need all of them to be able to play and contribute. If that's the case, I think we have enough guys on the team to spread it around and create some problems. But being consistent on offense, not having penalties that really kill our drives, not having negative plays has shown up a little too much, and we've got to make sure we get better at that.
Bowling Green with 3 sacks today. After 3 games, how are you feeling about the progression of the offensive line?
Well, I think we can get better. There's been some things happen, and that's a hard job. I mean, there's a lot of things they see. There's a lot of things we're trying to do. There's some new pieces. So, we've got to just continue to learn and push forward and get better. When you have some balance and you're able to run and use some play action and get it out quick, that will help. When we use the RPO game, that will help. But sometimes you got to be able to just throw it and drop back and pass. And when we do that, we got to eliminate penalties and eliminate sacks. So we just got to work through that. It hasn't been super clean, but we can improve.
Coach had a little bit of difficulty in the short yardage run game in the first half, especially out of the gun a lot of the time. But I saw in the second half you kind of went to a little bit more of power formation, got that goal line touchdown. As far as being better in the short yardage, is it more about formation-based, blocking it up better? What's the biggest assessment with the short yardage?
Well, I think you're right, actually. I mean, looking at how it went today when we were in heavier sets with 2 backs and the quarterback under center, we were better. So that's good that happened. No, we were not as good. in the shotgun and doing some different things. So we probably do have to come downhill a little bit more. We've always been good in the play action game, but I really wanted to run the ball down there and prove that we could drive it in. So if we can, figure out what we're really good at and have some play action off of it, we can improve there. But yes, we weren't really efficient in that area until the end of the game.
You mentioned Caullin obviously being healthy, with him doing a multitude of things in within the team. I guess, is there a concern level, or how careful are you with him in terms of having him return but also play receiver, but still trying to keep him healthy to prevent more injuries?
Well, with him, he's tough. I mean, he plays tough. It's kind of the opposite. We want to make sure he gets enough touches, and that's why we have started to move him around from the slot to the outside in the return game, and then some in the backfield. And I think we got to continue to really hone down that package and make sure that when the game's over, he gets 12 to 15 targets a game, and he's able to touch the ball that many times. And I think he's very capable of that. We can take care of him during the week. He's elusive. He doesn't take the big hit a whole lot. He's strong. So for us, we want to make sure, he gets those touches, and he wants them. So I just think he can really benefit our team and our offense, and he's off to a good start.
Jeff, how are you feeling about the health of your team with Holloway going down in the middle of the game and then the running back position feeling a little dinged up and Clark being out? Just how are you feeling about the health?
Well, I was concerned going in the game. We were a little short in some areas that we didn't broadcast, so I didn't like that. So we got to get those guys healthy. I mean, in order for us to win, the running backs need to be out there on the field playing and doing their thing. Our receivers need to be healthy and do their thing. We got to continue to improve at tight end. I think our O-line is getting better. He's got to clean that up, and our quarterback has to play efficient. So yes, in order to beat good football teams, we need all of our weapons out there, in my opinion, and we need to be able to spread the ball around and like I said, play a little cleaner, more efficient football on the offensive side.
Are you fairly confident you'll have guys back? And just with 3 games worth of data, how do you feel about this? How well do you feel like you know this team, what you can do and can't do at this point?
Well, I'm not for sure on when we'll have everybody back. I would like to have them back tomorrow, but hopefully we can get them back for the game. We'll see how the week goes. I'm very hopeful that happens. Like I said, I think we found a way to win 3 football games. It wasn't perfect, but there were some good signs of good defense and solid special teams and moments on offense. So I just think, I tell our offense guys all the time, like 11 guys have to do their job on this side of the ball in order to have success. The defense, yes, you'd like to have 11. Sometimes 1 or 2 guys will just make a play, but 11 guys got to do their job. So we just got to be sharper and crisper, and we got to figure out what can we handle and be efficient at without getting penalties and getting negative plays. We have to improve without question. We're going to face really good teams from here on out, and we have to play better football. Thank you.